Hello everyone and welcome back. My name's dustinkreis and I just got super inspired to do a video. I told myself I was not going to do this. I was not going to make a first impressions for this game because I really wanted to save it to the end, but I have to stop and I have to talk about this game for just a brief second, and that game is Alan Wake. So this is going to be just a little mini first impressions of Alan Wake because, wow. I just beat episode 1, and I am fucking loving this game. This is got to be the closest we will ever get to a Twin Peaks video game. I mean, just, you had no idea. Like, I had to pause it and call my wife to tell her about this. Like, when you first get to Bright Falls, which Bright Falls in and of itself, great fucking name for a town. I always love how these towns, these bad towns, always have these very serene names. Silent Hill, Twin Peaks, Bright Falls, you know, these very, Point Pleasant, these stories always have that in there. And when I saw the name Bright Falls, I was like, oh man, this is going to be good. And then when you first walk into the diner, and the diner is almost a carbon copy of the diner from Twin Peaks. I instantly hit pause, got the phone, called my wife, and I was like, you will never believe what's in this game. And I told her that it's essentially the Twin Peaks diner. There's the numerous references to coffee. Twin Peaks is always talking about coffee and how the coffee is so good in that town. You know, just playing through this entire game, I stopped in a shack somewhere in the woods and watched an episode of Night Springs, which is like a Twilight Zone ripoff. So many references to things that I love. I love Stephen King. I love Twin Peaks. I love Twilight Zone. I am just, you know, I'm so pissed off at myself that it took me this long to finally play this game. But I am just, and then episode 1 ends on that kind of a cliffhanger of a thing, and what plays? None other than Roy Orbison's In Dreams, which I have to think about it. I think it was Blue Velvet by David Lynch. Yeah, that scene with, oh, what the fuck is his name? The dude that played, I can't remember the guy's name, but his character in it sings In Dreams to Dennis Hopper's character, and it's such a surreal scene. And while I don't know if that's a direct reference, I'm assuming it is to David Lynchian type movies. But just, I am going to have a lot of fun with this, and I'm going to have a lot of fun doing the final game discussion when I get around to it. But yeah. You know, I think that this series is a little bit, they had an idea of continuing this series. I don't know if they're still going to do it or not. I know that, you know, we have American Nightmare, which is kind of a side story to the Alan Wake. But just based on episode 1 alone, if they don't make a sequel to Alan Wake, I am going to personally go to Remedy, which I think is somewhere over in Europe, and just beat the shit out of them until they do it, because I'm really fucking impressed. And like I said, if you guys have played this game and you love this game, please go out and find Twin Peaks on DVD and watch it, because you will love that show as well. So that is all for me right now. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.